Alright guys, how's it going? So welcome to answering all you guys' questions that you sent through on my Instagram. By the way, I finally picked up a proper mic. This is the DJI Mini Mic 2, I believe. So that's cool. When I'm going to be filming my workouts next, audio will be a lot better. So the problem with the gyms is that they always play house music, even at like 1 a.m. when I'm filming. And then I go to upload my video and it's like, oh, well, there you go. The whole thing's copyrighted. I got to upload NCS tracks and then it's like just to have no copyright strike, but then at the same time, I can't even hear what I was talking about in the video. So with this mic, I think I can isolate audio. So like just to have what's sort of in frame, I think, that'll be good. That way, nothing's gonna get copyrighted. So we'll see in a couple of weeks when I do like a leg day or back day video, whatever it is. Anyway, so I'm gonna be reading you guys' questions that you all asked me off Instagram. You guys sent through a lot, much appreciated. I think I can get this all in one video. If not, I'll just do a part 2. First question, how much do you bench? Bro, when I tested, my max bench was 130, but now, I think now it'd probably be a bit more. I haven't tested in a very long time. I focus on like 80 kilos, 90 kilos, and I just pump out as many reps as I can, 15, 20 reps on incline, and I focus more on that. But yeah, 130. Brutal leg day. Leg days are crazy. Leg days I'm hitting 20 reps per set, and then I go down to around 10 reps on everything else. So I start on leg extensions, that's 20 reps until I max out the machine. That takes me about 5, 6 sets. When it comes to leg day, as soon as I come home after I train, I've got to be sleeping for like 3 hours. And it's only on leg day because I push so hard. Bro, your content is fire. Show us something about your life and plans for the future. Thank you for that, bro, much appreciated. So, something about my life, plans for the future. Currently in university, set to graduate soon. Plans, for the future, as far as like bodybuilding is concerned, I like to compete. Training, looking good, but I don't think I'm there yet. I think honestly, another 5 years of training, and then I think I'd be able to win a few shows. Tricep routine, big man. Okay, no worries. Triceps, I start off with the tricep push down. You just grab it. I always use the V-tapered bar, that little one. Yeah, I don't like the straight bar. The V-tape is perfect. Elbow straight, and you push down, and that's gonna like develop the triceps. And then after that, do the overhead extension. Try to keep the elbow straight. And work it out like that. I'll hit. You don't have to go heavy. You can do a lot of reps of like 20 kilos. Alright, you can have 20 kilos overhead. You can do like 20 reps of that. That'll kill, but that's really gonna build up the muscle. So those are the only 2 things I do for triceps. Favorite exercise? Preacher curls. I get like a mad pump from that. When I'm training with my mates, bro, I'll hit 20 reps on that. And I'm by myself, I'll do like 8 and just 4 sets. But yeah, that's probably my favorite exercise. How to create a huge audience? Can you please give me the shout out? Look, bro, I think 2 things. Number 1, you got to focus on being consistent, right? And number 2, I'd say try and build a personal connection with your audience if possible. And the more you're going to grow as a creator, the more difficult it's going to be to like go through the comments and respond to everyone. But as you're starting off, like do challenges. I'm going to do some soon. Do like respond to people so you actually build more of a one-on-one connection than just be a page that posts. What year did it take for you to achieve that physique? About 2 years, bro. 2 years of constant training in the gym. Everything of mine is on point. Like I'll show you guys, for example, my sleep score. Yeah, so I'm getting about 8 hours a night. Sleep is perfect. I'm getting 100 out of 100 on the Apple Watch. For those of you who know, you get like a score out of 100. So my sleep's always good. My diet's always good. And yeah, 2 years of just being locked in on everything to achieve my physique. The workout split. I'm not going to tell you guys yet, only because I don't know if what I'm doing is optimal. I've got to still continue to do some research into what I'm training. I just don't want to say the wrong thing and then you guys be like, okay, adopt that as gospel and, just start doing what I'm doing because you could hurt yourself. So I'll let you know in a later video if we do a part 2 of this, what I think is optimal and what I'm going to be doing in the future. Brother, how can I increase my testosterone naturally? Look, bro, I'm not a doctor, but I'd say the smartest thing to do is eat the right food. Your pomegranates, eat your steaks. Deep tips on how to unlock true consistency. Okay, what works for me is have a long-term goal, right? Not something small that you can achieve overnight, but like a long-term goal. So whether that's buying a dream car that's going to take a long time to save up or whatever it is, or just something that you can aspire to achieve with a long-term goal, you're always going to be working towards something. If you pick something that's easy and you can achieve quickly, it's like, oh, there's no point really working too hard, I'll achieve it either this week or next week, I'll get around to it. But if you're like having a massive goal that's just all the way up here, it's like, bro, you'll keep working just to achieve it. So consistency will be just have a long-term goal, something that you want, truly want, and you're always going to be working to achieve it. Can you be arm dominant and still not work out arms as much? Yeah, you can be. Me personally, I have an arms dominant physique and I'm going to train arms. I'm not going to not train them as much. It's like, bro, play to your strengths, right? In fact, I train arms an extra day than I do all my other body parts. If you're genetically gifted in one area, why would you lack on that area? To me, that just doesn't make sense. I just train, How to deal with strict or unsupportive parents. All right, if you're going to do something that will directly benefit yourself, whether that's like going to the gym, wanting to learn about a certain topic in school, like chemistry or science, just do it. There's no reason to go and tell everyone. Just do it. If you have a goal, bro, just chase that goal and just work towards it every day. You don't need to tell people. Just keep it private until the wins start to speak for themselves. Nah, bro, you're doing good on YouTube. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. What's your haircut? My hair's curly. I straighten it every now and then. But yeah, like I don't go to the barbers and ask for a specific haircut. I just get a light trim and it just grows how it grows. How to be mentally strong. I'd say to be educated in topics that you want to improve on. So whether that's like speaking to people in public and you're afraid to do that, go up, talk to people, introduce yourself, ask how the day is going, get rejected, and do that so many times to the point where it's like you're not going to be nervous at all, right? So then if you go and get rejected, it doesn't matter. You're already mentally strong. You've already overcome that barrier to the point where you can just go like that. You don't need to think about it. So I'd say trial and error, learn about something, go out, execute your plan, do it over and over again, and then eventually you'll gain strength. 1,000 push-ups. Bro, I can't do 1,000 in a row. I don't think anyone can, but I can do like 150. So if I ever do a challenge video, I'll hit the push-ups. Tell about your looks maxing routine. I don't have a looks maxing routine, bro. I just hit the gym, and yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. Going to the gym, technically that's looks maxing, right? Because like you're changing your physique, building muscle, you're changing how you look. So hitting the gym is my routine. Best splits ranked. To be completely honest with you, I don't even know too many splits. I know that there's a bro split. That's actually all I know. I just came up with my own split. When I think it's optimal, when I do more research, I'll let you guys in on that. How to gain a winner's mindset. Start small. Start with small wins. That can be making your bed in the morning, making sure to do your homework, whatever it is. And then once you start, succeeding in those small wins, you build up bigger goals, you hit those goals, you climb even more. And then it's like by that point, you're already a winner. So you already have a winner's mindset. You just start with the small goals, you hit them, and you work your way up. To the point where it's like, you're going to be hitting big goals, and you've been winning for so long, you already know that you've got to do some sort of work to get there. So you're already a winner. What's your motivation? I'd say it's just being the best version of me that I can be. I like to think, have you guys seen Avengers and Spider-Man? Where they have like that multiverse thing where you got all the different Spider-Mans coming in? I like to think somewhere out there in the multiverse, if it's real, there'd be a lot of versions of me out there. Definitely versions of me that don't hit the gym, that, just live a completely different life. And I like to think, I want to be the best version of me. So I'm motivated to just be the best version of me that I can be. Bicep routine, bridge curls is all I do for biceps. But I guess, when you train back, when you do other exercises, you're still going to gain activation in here. But yeah, bridge curls is all I do. Do some challenges would be cool. Absolutely. I got a lot in mind coming up. Some really cool ones. I just got to get proper camera gear and get everything set up so I can film here on YouTube. How to focus on goal and not get distracted. And I'm blurring out the second part of this. Honestly, I'm not going to make a video on that. The first part, how to focus on goal and not get distracted. You're always going to be distracted, right? Like even when I go to the gym, I'm always saying hello to people. I'm always talking to people. And that takes up precious time in my day that I could be training. I like to segment my time in minutes, right? Like down to the minute, I got to have this done. Then I got to go home and I got to do this. Then I got to go to work and do that. And you're always going to find distractions throughout your day. But the best way to do it is allocate like 5 minutes. So don't be like, I'm on my phone getting distracted. Allocate like a certain amount of time, 5-10 minutes. Do whatever distractions you want to do in that time. Watch YouTube, whatever it is. And then turn your phone off, right? Put it in another room, lock it up in a box, put it away. Because if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. And then like I have these, you can set your watch. You can get like one of those Casios, put like a 1 hour alarm on it, for an hour straight, do your work. Then come back later on, and then for next time, you can just build on that and go from 1 hour to 2 hours, 2 hours to 3 hours. And eventually, you just won't be distracted as much. Check DMs. I will, bro. I just get like a lot, and it's hard for me to scroll through everyone's. And then things just get like pushed down to the bottom. So, best way to make sure I see whatever you have to send is just resend it to me. So it's gonna come up to the top of my inbox. And yeah, so sorry if I didn't say what it is. How to be motivated when your day is messed up. It just comes back to doing what you need to do, regardless of how you feel, right? It's all perspective. Whether you have a good day or a bad day, it's all based in your mind. I like to think that every negative can be a positive if you flip it the right way. So it's like, oh, that happened and it sucks, but if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be able to do this, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I think that every negative is a positive, and just continue on, man. It's all in the state of mind. Daily routine. All right, so I get up 7, 8 a.m., shower, breakfast, gym, film content. I'm either at uni or I'm going to work. Then I'm home, and then I'm filming more content, and that's it. Like, I just do the same thing every day. I just work towards achieving my goals. Diet. All right, so for my diet, breakfast, honestly, I'm having Nutri-Grain. I'll have like 1-2 bowls of that. Lunch, most of the time I'm having like red snapper. Bro, like 450 grams. You can get like 80 to 90 grams of protein with that, which is just crazy return. And then dinner, lamb cutlets. I'm having steak. I'm having, I always have salad, just meats and greens. That's pretty much my routine for dinner. Yeah, so I think I've answered now all the questions. Thank you guys for watching. I'm happy to do a part 2. Just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll get that sorted when I can. Alright, so with all that said, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned till the next one.